Hello, everyone.
How you doing, Adrian? So
Doing
how
good.
did it feel out there tonight? First contact. How do you think you react? How did your body feel?
My body feels good right now. We'll see how I feel when I wake up in the morning. But I felt like I responded well. My legs felt good. I didn't get tired, so the cardio is where it needs to be. And right now I just look at it as knocking a little rust off.
Adrian, did you feel like you needed that kind of workload? I mean, Jay obviously made it an emphasis to get you the ball early and often.
Yeah, I did. Taking it that I was coming from home, working out and training and spending time with my kids, and missed all OTAs and training camp. It was very critical, especially this third preseason game, to get out there and to get a feel, not only just for me, but to get something on film so we can go back. And I was communicating with the offensive line, and they were like, "Hey, we got to be a little faster on this play, and just a different speed." So I think we'll be able to learn a lot from it.
How do you feel your mastery of the offense is so far? You just got in, been a week. How far along in the playbook are you?
I feel like I'm doing a good job. Some of the terminology is kind of similar to what I've experienced in the past, so that helped out a lot. But I still have a lot to learn, and so here the next 2.5 weeks, I'm just going to keep my nose in the book.
Was this a case, no training camp, just a couple days practice, where kind of muscle memory kicks in and you see what's in front of you and you're just playing football all of a sudden?
Yeah, and then you get your reps in practice, and so that was really good as well, to go out there and kind of shock the body, because it's different from cutting, at O Athletic on the turf and then cutting in front of 300-pound guys and trying to sprint away from them. So when I got out there, it was all about just being patient and not trying to rush, and just hit it when I had the opportunity.
Adrian, was it weird to play so much in the preseason, since we know you rarely played in the preseason throughout your career?
No, not at all. So many years I've begged to play in the preseason, and I've been shut down. So they didn't have to beg me at all to play this week.
Adrian, do you have any sense, if you can kind of take the week as a whole, do you have any kind of sense of the impression that you've made this week?
Not really, but me just taking advantage of the opportunity, and coming in and setting an example for the young guys, and making the guys on the defensive side better as well, and the offensive line as well, with just how I approach practice. That's been my mentality going on 12 years now. So for me, it's like it's the norm.
Was there anything you were curious about for yourself tonight, or wanted to prove to yourself coming out tonight?
Just to kind of gauge and see where I was, because I missed OTAs and training camp. It's my first time experiencing that. Outside of the year I had my ACL, but I was still working out and was able to run around with the first team a little bit with no contact. So just kind of getting out there and seeing where my wind was, how my legs felt, and to kind of see the field with the offensive line. I feel good. I can say that much.
Fourth preseason game on Thursday. Veterans rarely play in that. If you're asked if you would like to play in that, do you want to play in it if they want you to?
We'll see. I'll talk to the coach, and we'll go from there. But having 2.5 weeks ahead of me before the season opener, and based on how I felt today, I'm pretty excited.
Adrian, the running back room is particularly tight on this team. A couple of guys admitted to crying when Darius got hurt. And it's also got a guy in Chris Thompson who's been in the system a long time. Entering that room, what was your sense of that group? And also, how helpful have those guys been in terms of learning the technology and maybe bridging the gaps of the things that you knew, obviously playing a long time, and then the terminology that is new to you?
It was easy to sense that they were a tight group, and I just see that just by sitting back and watching how they converse with each other. But they've been very helpful as well, with kind of pointing out and teaching me little things to kind of help me along the process. So I feel like for us in the group, there's a lot that you can expect from us this year. And, me just being around for, going on 12 years, there's things that I see, and I know that I try to, teach those young guys. So we are helping each other.
Take a few more.
You mentioned communicating with the offensive lineman. What was it like to be out there with Trent? And
It felt-
obviously, your good friend.
It felt good, man. It's something me and him have talked about for a minute now, and just to have the opportunity to be behind him and the rest of the crew, it's a blessing for me, because the past couple of years it's been kind of rough as far as the offensive line goes for me, for different landing spots. New Orleans, they had a really decent offensive line, but we already know how that ended. But it's cool. I've been enjoying it so far.
Adrian, can you take us through what you remember on that last run, the 4th down run, kind of from when you got the handoff, maybe until when Trent embraced you?
Mm-hmm. Well, I remember in the huddle when Alex called a play, I was like, dang, normally I like to lead play just to kind of cram it in there and get the first down. But then I was like, you know what, I'm sure they're going to stack, play the inside A gaps and B gaps, trying to take it away. So when he called the play, I just kind of, got in my mind that I was going to be patient and just watch and see how the play developed. I actually had a two-way go. I could have took it into the C gap, and I almost did. And then the outside was wide open, so I just kind of, turned on the speed a little bit, got around, and tried to make a big play out of it. I got on the sideline when Trent embraced me, and I was like, man, I should have crossed field. He was like, no, you did good enough. That's all you need to do, so. But I'm always thinking that way, like what, I'm going to the sideline, I'm asking the guys, hey, what you guys think I could have did better, this, that, or another, so. And I do the same thing for those guys, make sure you come and ask me, what, and then I'm also going to those guys and telling them what I think they could have did better as well.
Adrian, to that regard, is that where you are in your career right now? I mean, you've accomplished so much, but being a mentor and teaching these other guys how to be a professional at this stage in your career, is that something that's heavy on your mind, like giving back to the sport?
Yeah, definitely. This week it's been kind of, just having Kelly and, and Bibbs, those guys just kind of talk, and it's like I kind of catch them looking at me sometimes, and it's like just hearing some of the stories about when these guys were in high school and in college and how they watch film and highlights of me, so that's why I play the game, to be able to inspire, the young kids, and, not only about my game, but just the adversity and things that, you go through, just being strong. So to be here and actually have those guys around, guys that looked up to me, and to be able to continue to mentor those guys is a blessing. Everything comes around full circle.
Thanks, AP.
Thank you, guys.
Careful.